I'll flip your leg up to me. I get my arm wrapped around like this. There's a lot of pressure you can feel on your hip. I step to your hip, bring my chest to your back, and this is how we go over.
This room and this podium may be empty right now. This is where both sides will take center stage to debate the issues most important to St. Cloud State students. As you can see behind me, the Husky Dome being taken down, which means only one thing. Summer is right around the corner. The Huskies may have lost a couple big players this season here on the court, but there's a lot to look forward to in the future. Baseball is back in full swing, and the Huskies were in action last night, but not here at Joe Faber Field. Instead, they were at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis.
My biological mother was 7.5 months pregnant when she went to Planned Parenthood.
7.5 months when the story of Gianna Jessen started.
They advised her to have a late-term saline abortion.
She was supposed to be delivered stillborn, but she was born alive, defying the odds. But it wasn't without complications.
I was later transferred to a hospital. I was later placed in foster care. I was later adopted and diagnosed with the gift of cerebral palsy.
As Gianna puts it, it's a gift caused by a lack of oxygen to the brain at birth, leaving her with issues walking and balancing and leading her to a question.
It was Christmas Day. I was 12 when I asked my adoptive mother why I walk this way.
A question she asked many times before, but on that day, the answer was different.
She said, because you were a premature baby or you had a traumatic birth. And both are obviously true, but that day she told me the truth.
Leading to a life dedicated to talking to people and spreading her message.
So often we talk about abortion in terms of rights, but not in terms of humanity.
But her life is more than that, running 2 marathons, including the 2006 London Marathon. Even though it took her 8 hours to complete, the reward was finishing.
I wanted to run them because I wanted to finish something really difficult.
Gianna won't stop there, however, as her goal is set for much higher.
I also want to climb a mountain, a real one, and really climb it and maybe rappel down it, because I don't want to plan for defeat.
Evan Engel.
If I'm planning on climbing mountains, I'm not planning for wheelchairs.
UTVS News.
It has been back-to-back years for St. Cloud State University with national champions at 125.
The St. Cloud State wrestling team has reached the highest of mountains, winning 2 straight national titles. And now, for one wrestler, another mountain has been climbed.
I think it was just very special to end it with a fall at home, and not only that, but to be able to break that fall record here at St. Cloud State.
Austin Gorgon, a 5th-year senior, now has 64 pinfalls in his career, setting a new school record.
2:03, Austin Gorgon ends his career at Hallenbeck Hall in pinning fashion.
But Austin says that wasn't on his mind.
I really didn't know about it, so it was actually kind of shocking and kind of cool to know that I was that close to breaking the record.
Austin picks up most of his falls with a move called the bent leg Turk, something that looks straight from the WWE. So Austin, can you now take me through that move? What happens?
Yep, so I will take you down. We'll go down to the mat like this. You lay flat. I'll flip your leg up to me. I get my arm wrapped around like this. There's a lot of pressure you can feel on your hip. I step to your hip, bring my chest to your back, and this is how we go over, just like that.
Through all of his accomplishments, Austin says he and the team have further to go.
My mom came over to me, she was crying. She said, "I don't want to see you be done wrestling." I said, "Mom, we're not done yet."
In my opinion, he's the best wrestler in the country.
All year I had my goal set on to be a national champ.
After spending most of the season ranked number 1, Austin lost his quarterfinal match in nationals, ending that dream. But that disappointment can't take away from his accomplishments.
Maybe it wasn't my ending goal, but when I look back at the 5 years I was here, I did a lot of special things.
What he's done is incredible for our program.
Accomplishments like setting the school record for falls and this year being named the most dominant wrestler in Division II.
It's like equivalent to a Heisman Trophy in Division I football.
The end result may not have been what Austin wanted, but he did finish third in the heavyweight division for the second straight year, and he did so in the most fitting way possible.
It feels pretty good to end my career on a fall.
With the emotion of his collegiate career coming to an end, it didn't hit home to Austin for a while.
It actually started hitting me today. When I came to school today, I was like, all right, I got class, I have a few meetings, and then at 3:30 we were supposed to have practice. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, I'm done.
But now Austin is looking ahead, ready for the future and ready to start his new chapter in life.
I want to coach, and I want to make a run at the 2020 Olympics coming up.
Evan Engel.
I'm going to take a few weeks off, and then we got to get right back to training.
UTVS News.